The rooster crowed 3 times. Do you remember that? Peter sure did. How could he forget? He had vehemently promised Jesus that he would not deny him. Yet what did he do? He denied Jesus. Not just once, but 3 times. Imagine how Peter felt after this. He was crushed. It's not as if he was indifferent about Jesus, but he loved Jesus deeply. And it was because he loved Jesus that he felt so bad. He had betrayed his friend by denying him 3 times. It says that after Peter denied Jesus the 3rd time, he went outside the city gate and he wept bitterly. He felt horrible. Maybe you felt like Peter. When you know you've done something wrong, when you know you've done something to crush someone else, it's a helpless feeling. You can't go back and change what you did. You can't unsay what you said, but you're helpless. What's done is done, and there's no going back. It's an awful feeling. But the resurrection changed everything for Peter, and it changes everything for you. On Easter morning, some of the women went to the tomb to prepare Jesus' body properly for burial. They brought spices and oils to anoint his body. When they showed up at his tomb, they of course found that it was empty. Jesus had risen from the dead, just like he had said he would. And then an angel appeared to them and said this, "Don't be alarmed. You are looking for Jesus the Nazarene, who was crucified. He is risen. He is not here. See the place where they laid him. But go, tell his disciples and Peter." And Peter. Why did the angel feel the need to single out Peter here? Peter was a part of the disciples. He would have been included in the group of the disciples, but he feels the need to single Peter out. Who needed to hear about the resurrection more than Peter? Everybody needed to hear about the resurrection, but Peter especially needed to hear about it for his comfort. And the angel said to tell Peter and the disciples that Jesus is going ahead of them to Galilee and to meet him there. And so the disciples go to Galilee and they're fishing on the Sea of Galilee when Jesus shows up on the shore. And when Peter recognizes Jesus for the first time, he jumps out of the boat and he swims to Jesus. He is so excited. He is not acting as if there's a broken relationship between him and Jesus, because Jesus' resurrection changed that. Because Jesus lives, Peter knows that he is forgiven and he has been restored. He has been restored as a child of God. That Jesus is once again in a good relationship with him and that they're friends. Because Jesus rose from the dead. And his death on the cross was to pay for those very sins. Jesus' resurrection means the same thing for you. And no matter what skeletons you have in your closet, no matter what keeps you up at night, no matter how you've betrayed people or betrayed God in the past, what it means to live in light of the resurrection is this: to believe that Jesus' resurrection has changed everything for you, that you are forgiven and you are restored. You are a child of God. And you're able to live and serve freely. That's what it means to live in light of the resurrection. Why would you want to live any other way?